With people. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here real quick. I just came down here real quick. I know I look a mess, child. It's real quick. I can't find my scarf. My silk scarf, I cannot find it. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where it is. I hope everybody's doing well. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let the diva know you stopped by. You just watched the video to say, hey, Erica, I'm stopping by. So it's a lot of people in the park. It's later in the day. So let me just park over here somewhere where I can have a little privacy. What is that? Oh, is that a bird? Oh no. It is. Oh, it's a crow. Oh no. So I hope everybody's doing well. I had a little talk. I don't know. I just haven't really been feeling like talking about anything. A lot of things are going on that just seem like, I don't know. We're not going to be down here for a long time because I'm on a time schedule and I have stuff I got to do. Okay. So I hope everybody's doing well. We're down here. I got to leave the car running because, child, it's a mess. Okay. I got to leave the car running because I'm using the phone that I use to record. My son was using it and I was like, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to record my video. And he's like, oh, the battery is on 12%. It was on 100% this morning. So I got to add it to it. Okay. All right. So the first thing let's talk about is, hold on.
Line in. Please say a command.
Bluetooth audio.
Bluetooth audio.
All right, so we want to talk about Mike Tyson and Lil Boosie. I also want to talk about Nene's reading session, something she posted on IG that was going around. And then I also wanted to talk about, I think that's it. We'll just come up with some stuff. But here's some things that I thought about when I was thinking about Nene. So it came out the other day. I know you guys have saw it. You haven't seen it, you can look anywhere for it. But Nene came out with this IG story and said that she was going to start a live reading blog called The Reading Session. Okay. And behind her, at first look, I was really embarrassed. I was so embarrassed for her. I had secondhand embarrassment. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. I watched as they did their fake Real Housewives taglines, and I was done. I was so embarrassed. The first thing that I thought to myself, is this a joke? Is Nene joking? Is she playing around with us? Bitch, is it April 1st? WTF? Like, what is really going on? That's what my concern was at first. And then I thought to myself, here goes Nene again, using gay men, and there are other black women, straight black women like her, who use gay men as an accessory. These men, to me, did not exude any level of personality that would translate well for a reading session or a show. I felt embarrassed for Nene, really, because the production quality was bad. And I put in question mark, put first look. This is the first time you're introducing a concept to us, and this is the quality of it. This is really bad. It's really bad. And for somebody with the experience that Nene has, I find it difficult to believe that she knows no person who works in video editing or production or anything like that, to where she would have to present to us as a first look to an idea that she's having like this. I thought another person that came to mind was Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist works very closely with T.S. Madison and a lot of other people, where he actually is creating introductions for people that are of high quality. They look really good. They look fun, colorful. They're on, par with, the current themes of design and video. They're really good. And I was like, she doesn't have anybody around her like Oliver who can help her with her production. Nene, I feel like a few months ago, before the quarantine, before we started to quarantine, Nene was sitting around, if you don't remember, was sitting around with some girlfriends. It looked like might have been in her house somewhere, and they were sitting in front of a large window, and they were all sitting around. They had the camera way far back. No one had on any microphones, and it only sounded like people talking in echoes in a room that didn't have much furniture in it. That's what it sounded like to me.
2004. Yeah. So going on 16 years. Wow.
Yeah. It's been a long time, honey. The pleasure has been all mine.
And what happened to that? What happened to cocktails and conversations? Remember when she called Wendy and Wendy, dissed her in front of everybody? Remember when she was trying to get on the phone with Kim and she was dressed like Marilyn Monroe, sitting in her bedroom in her boudoir with feathers and shit all over and drinking? What happened to that? What happened to all your good girlfriends? Why are you using gay men? And why are you using this idea that you are, doing all this? You're being a caricature of what you did in the beginning. It's really tiresome to me. And I feel like that it just is a validation or a confirmation as to why Bravo never gave Nene her own spinoff. Because with the amount of experience that you have and the connections that you should have never presented this to us. And I think Nene heard a lot of the critiques about her using gay men as an accessory. You feel like you're going to get this reading session started and you come and get these gay guys and they really look like they did not have any personality that will translate well over video. They didn't look enthusiastic. It was just, where did you get these guys from? And furthermore, you are old enough to be these guys look like their mother. Why wouldn't you find a group of women in your age range to talk about things going on? A la Claudia Jordan on Fox Soul. She's sitting around with Selena Johnson, Lisa Ray McCoy, Vivica Nada Fox, and they're sitting all around talking about current events. How come you could not produce that? Where are your connections? I'm so embarrassed for you. I'm so embarrassed for you. But to me, I said, this is the reason why you didn't get a spinoff, because you're boring. You don't have any original ideas, because an old ass woman, and I'm not trying to be ageist, but this 50-plus-year-old woman is sitting around with these gay men under 30. What could you possibly have in common to discuss and share your opinions about? And then not only do you, the embarrassment of the production, you come from Tyra Banks, a bitch with a job. A bitch with a job, and you don't have a job. And Tyra girl, I thought we liked each other. What are you talking about? And the fact that Tyra Banks came out and said she never even said that, you're already starting off wrong. Reporting the wrong shit. Starting off wrong. And I don't know what this is. I have no clue what this is. Funky done even called it the Vanna White of shade. I don't know what the hell this means. And then you're not even original, that you're choosing taglines. This is somebody else's idea. Taglines. Orange County came before Atlanta. They were already doing taglines. So for you to give us this production and these taglines that are reminiscent of Real Housewives of Atlanta, it just doesn't make any sense, and I'm completely embarrassed. But to me, I feel like Andy is sitting there like, girl, this is why we never gave you a spinoff. We are not interested in this. And this is what you show us as a first look. I would even have come out with a 30-second preview, girl, that can be created on your fucking iPhone that look better than that. My son is 11 years old and he makes videos and little movies with a better production than that. You couldn't find any, and then, like, okay, let's talk about using gay men as accessories. We're tired. We're tired, and we're like Rose McGowan. I'm sure the gays are like, girl, imagine how tired we are. We are tired of straight black women who have some anti-gay ideologies, latent anti-gay ideologies, using gay men as a prop, using gay men as an accessory, and thinking that that is supposed to bring in viewership. And I completely agree with Funky Dineva. If you truly wanted to put gay men on the forefront, you would not be at the center. You are once again using something personal. Say, why wouldn't I speak up for the gays? You're not speaking up for the gays. You're speaking up for the leaks. That's all you're speaking up for. And you continue to embarrass yourself. And we used to love Nene, and we don't want you to go out like this, sis. And whoever is allowing Nene to produce garbage like this, you're not her friend. It's clear that Nene doesn't have any friends. There's no way in the world would I let my friend put out anything like that, even if it was just an idea. We're just playing around with the camera. My reputation is on the line. I'm not putting out nothing that hasn't been produced top tier. I'm not. So, Nene, I don't know what's going on. Rodney mentioned her lip service interview. If you haven't gone to watch Lip Service with Angela Yee, Nene was on there, and she was amongst women or in her age range, maybe a little younger, that they were talking about things that they all related to. I don't see why Nene can't grab two of her girlfriends, because that group of girls that she had at her house sitting right before the quarantine, we went on quarantine, none of them had personalities. Your friends, you're the girl in the group with the personality. You're the girl in the group that got a television show out of your friends because of your personality. You are too afraid to go find other women who have a personality like yours because you're afraid that they'll upstage you. So you're going to find people who have no idea what they're doing, gay men included. They look like they had no clue what they were doing, and they lacked personality, just like the group of your good girlfriends at the beginning and earlier this year. Personality lacking. Everybody can't do this. Everybody cannot do this. It might look easy to keep people engaged, but everybody cannot do this. And if you cannot do it, you know people around you to act as a support and anchor you so that you are in the middle. You are the one who brought the idea, and here are my co-hosts who have just as much personality as me, who can keep the audience engaged just like me. Right? I'm sorry, Nene. I don't understand what's going on. Mike Tyson and Lil Boosie. You know, Mike Tyson has a show, I think it's called Hot Boxing, a podcast, where they actually film the podcast and they post it to the internet afterwards. Mike Tyson sat and talked with Lil Boosie about his disparaging comments and his transphobic comments and his almost obsession with LGBTQ issues. To be a black, cisgendered, heterosexual man, to say that to say that Boosie doesn't have this preoccupation with gay people, you haven't seen him, because he does. And he's always talking about something to do with gay people. But what we caught was Mike Tyson asking Boosie, why do you say things about people who might be homosexual? Why do you say things about them? Do you feel there's a possibility that you're a homosexual, and by disrespecting them, it furthers yourself from being a homosexual? I'm thinking you might like homosexuals, baby. Here you go. I'm gonna let you play it. I'm gonna let you hear it.
No, a lot of times I need to shut the fuck up. It's just.
Why don't you?
I don't know, man. It'd be hard.
Why do you say things about person that might be a homosexual? Why do you say that about them? Do you feel the possibility that you're a homosexual and by disrespect them, you furthers yourself from being a homosexual? Or thinking you may like homosexuals?
Nah.
I think you might.
You know, I'm straight as an arrow. I'm just saying, you know.
I'm not saying you are, but why do you have? If you're straight, why do you?
I really commented on the Dwayne Wade situation because I got offended because it's a child. You know, that's why I really got offended. You know, and that's why I really said if it was a
About fucking gay motherfuckers, homos, and faggots.
no, a lot of times I need to shut the fuck.
All right, so he said he was concerned. This is the same man. This is the same heterosexual black man who says that he himself allows adult women to sexually abuse his 12-year-old son. And what I mean by sexually abuse, he allows them to get fellatio from adult women, okay? That's sexual assault, sexual abuse. You are allowing your child to be raped. But you're concerned with a father who is creating space of love and security for his child who is identifying as trans and who would like to be referred to with she, her pronouns. Dwayne Wade, Zaya, or Gabrielle Union, or Zaya's mother has never mentioned anything about a surgical procedure. And in the state of California, you cannot get any surgical procedures that will transition you without psychological evaluation, without a lot of psychological evaluation, and you have to be over 18. You have to be able to consent yourself. The same consent that you remove from your child when you are asking an adult woman to give them fellatio so that they can learn about sex early. Now, you're more concerned with Dwayne Wade than you are for your own child. You are abusing your own child, and you think that a father expressing love for his child and creating a safe space, somehow you need to be concerned with it. Why are you concerned with homosexuals? Why do you always have something to say about homosexuals? Do you believe that if you are disrespectful and anti-gay and homophobic and transphobic, that it further removes you from what you are feeling deep down inside? I'm just asking you a question. Mike Tyson says, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. Why is it that you feel like you need to make statements about things that don't concern you? Mike Tyson even went on to say, hey, I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying, but guess what? Who the fuck am I to give an opinion about something that doesn't concern me? I think that you should take Mike Tyson's advice. Mike Tyson has his own set of problems, but what we're talking about here is Boosie and Mike Tyson checking his ass. Somebody say, oh, if that was anybody else, he would have let Mike Tyson have it. He could come back with a gun. That's the problem now. Your response to someone asking you if you're gay is to murder them and kill them, and you feel like that's okay? So many people with the replies saying that if it was somebody else, Mike Tyson could have felt a hot one. Really? You're going to kill somebody? That's the problem in itself. That is a problem in itself, that you would kill somebody or even have the idea to harm somebody because they're asking you. Why is it that you have a preoccupation with homosexuals and gay people, lesbians, trans, whoever? Why do you have to feel that you need or you have the authority to make a public opinion about it, that you're so concerned? Meanwhile, you're letting your sons get raped. Y'all let me know what you think about what Mike Tyson said to Boosie Badass about Dwayne Wade's child and what he's doing to his own children. Let me see, what else do I have? Oh, Keith Raniere, the leader of NXIVM, was sentenced to 120 years in jail and with a $1.75 million fine. You going to jail forever for sex trafficking, fraud. It was a lot of different things that he got in trouble for. You know what it is. If you haven't watched The Vow on HBO Max. You can. It's a 8-episode documentary. It kind of lost me on the 7th episode because the injection of India Oxenberg's mother, Catherine Oxenberg, who used to be on Dynasty, it kind of lost me. I felt like they were more focused on her when there were a lot of other people who were affected by what he did. They were really focused on trying to get her out of that cult. And if you haven't watched it, it's very, very interesting. They really groom you the way that they probably groomed these women. Whoever produced the documentary did a great job. Anything else going on? Let me see before we go. Oh, not Quavo. What's the guy's name? Offset. Offset got arrested. I believe the stories say that he didn't get arrested, but he was in the middle of like some Trump rally situation, driving through. Someone said they saw a gun, and so the cops pulled him over. They pulled over Offset. It was really Cardi B's cousin who had the gun. She came up, walking up, acting like she was gonna do something. It would have been a tragedy if they had shot that girl. It would have been a tragedy if they had shot that girl for you going to protect Offset. I don't understand that. The simple fact in her gestures, I was like, girl, I would have been standing on the sideline. You know, if you want to say, please don't arrest my husband, but walking up like you about to do something. These people are not all there. They shoot anybody. They shoot up everybody. I wouldn't have walked up on nothing. So obviously she's willing to die for her man while he sticks his dick in other bitches, whatever. That don't have nothing to do with me. Anyways, y'all, that's my time. I said I was going to come down here real quick, talk to y'all. I really wanted to talk about Nene. Nene, we are really tired of you using gay men as an accessory, and find you some friends in your age range. They could be gay, they could be whatever, you know, however they identify, but find people that are in your peer group, right, on your socioeconomic level, somebody that when you're having conversations with, you can relate to and offer great advice. I believe that Nene is old enough. When she was on Lip Service with Angela Yee, her personality, everything, I was like, Nene, this is the Nene that I like. This is the Nene that I like. And I don't know what she's trying to do. It's all performative and all this stuff. Don't nobody do this, girl. Yeah, you did that. Mariah and Quad did that shit. This is over with. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody's doing that. And then you really had those gay men up there talking about, no, girl, bye. We're not doing that. We're out of here with that. And again, I can see why you've never gotten a spinoff that, like Kim Zolciak, where they get less than 500,000 viewers per episode, and she's been on for 7 years. That's mediocrity for you. That's upholding mediocrity. That's what they do. That's how they get down. Anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.